Okay, Markel, here's lesson number 2, your rose. So looking at it, we're going to start and do the little cup at the bottom, and then we're going to make a V with 2 lines going down. Okay. Now we're going to do a little fold. So we'll do a couple little loops, and then we'll close that V on the sides. Next, we'll work on this part. So we're going to do a couple jagged lines. And again, do the fold. Okay. Now I'll do these edges up top, just little points. Okay. And we'll work on some in the back too. Now, when you go on here, see how the petal comes down? We'll do that. And I'm not sure if you can see, but there's little fine lines. It's again that detail work. Just kind of do the edges. and do a little bit of shading. This just gives the rose more depth. And I know I'm going a little bit fast on this, but you can just rewind it. And play it back. I'm just outlining. And shading here and there. Our roses don't have to look exactly the same. Okay. So I was just doing, a little shading here and there, darkening the lines. And you can keep adding lines or darkness wherever you like. It'll just give it different dimension. Now I'm going to start working on this part. The petals that, come out from the stem. So we'll start on the greenery. So I'm kind of doing just spikes. And I'll do a spike that goes down because see how that one comes down here? We'll do that too. I'm just going with my pencil up and down, up and down. And I don't know if you can tell here how it looks like it's darker green and this is a lighter green. So I want to try to make it a little bit darker over here. And again, I know I'm kind of going fast, but I want to get this video to you because I know you've been waiting. So unfortunately, you might have to rewind a little more than you did on the first video. And I'm just going to shade the stem pieces a little bit. And let's make a couple little spikes out here. It's just little jagged lines. Okay. Now let's do the stem. Stem is pretty easy. It's basically just a not perfectly straight line, but you get the idea. It's a little wider at the top here. So we'll be wide here and then gradually going thinner and probably at a little bit of an angle. And then I'll shoot out up here and then attach all the leaves. So I guess we'll come in kind of like a Y. And go down. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight. And I don't know if you remember this part that's kind of shooting out. We'll do that. So it'll be kind of like a little Y out here. And that's kind of a thinner stem. And we'll have that shoot out a little bit. And keep going down. That's not perfect, it's just little lines coming down. See, it's really not anything very straight. Now, to do a little bit of the detail, on the stem, there's these parts where the thorns were. The florist actually cut the thorns off, so people, when they grab them, won't prick themselves. But this is where the thorn was. So I'm going to make those little indentations in the stem. Just kind of by shading a little bit. Do it again here. And we'll do another one further down. It's just little dark marks. There, there, and there. And the stem is kind of different shades of color. See how it's darker up here? And then it's, you know, lighter in some parts. We'll do the same on the stem. So we'll just shade a little bit. And I'm just shading here and there. Okay, now let's do the leaves. So the leaves, they're kind of jagged on the edge, and then there's the lines that go down and then out. So for the first one, go down, just go out. Just real loose strokes. Don't be stiff with your pencil. You don't have to have a real firm grip on it. And we'll do the other leaf. This one kind of looks like it's on its side. So it's not going to look exactly like the real rose, but this is where creativity comes in. See how I did the line more towards the side? This one I did it in the middle, but this one I did it more on the side to make it look like it was on the side. And again, just get loose with the lines. I'll just have that come over there. And for the final leaf, kind of it's behind it, so we'll have it come out a little from the back. Okay. So I'm going to just now make certain parts of it darker than others, just to give it a little more dimension. And there's really no rhyme or reason for me darkening one part over another. Just kind of filling a little bit in between where I made those lines. And then I will just make a little more of an outline of the jaggedness. See, I'm just making a jagged line. I'm not trying to be real neat. I'm just darkening the lines. As you can see, I'm doing it fast, so sometimes when you do stuff a little quicker, it still comes out good. You just don't have to care. Okay. So there's your rose. And if you want to be a little more, I don't know what the word is, but whimsical, I guess, you can do a dome around it. So it's like Beauty and the Beast. Do a couple more lines if you want. And if you want, you can do like in Beauty and the Beast where the petals fall. Just do like little petals at the bottom. Okay. I know I went through that super fast, so don't be upset or frustrated. Just record it, you know, or not record it, but rewind it as many times as you can. And play with it, have fun, make lines, you know, wherever you want. You can add extra petals, it's up to you. So I hope you enjoyed it.